Here's something very interesting about our winter treks that you should probably know if you're planning one. There are around 7 Himalayan winter treks that we run at Indiahikes, and out of these, there are 2 treks where you see the maximum snow deposit, and that is the Kedarkantha and the Kuari Pass trek. But why is it so? Now, there are 2 things that impact the amount of snow that you see on any trek. The first is the proximity to big mountains, because if you see on the Kuari Pass trek, you're very close to this entire Nanda Devi cluster, Nanda Devi, Nanda Kunti, Dronagiri, Trishul, and all of these mountains send out cold winds to these particular treks, leaving the temperatures much lower and the snow melts much slower on these treks. But other than that, there is another factor that plays a very important role, and that is the direction in which the slope is facing. So if you see Kedarkantha and Kuari Pass compared to all other Himalayan winter treks, these treks are on a northern facing slope, or a majority chunk of this trek is on a northern facing slope. Now, what does this mean? Any trek which is on a northern facing slope actually sees much lesser sun simply because of the movement of the sun. As the sun rises from the easterly direction and sets towards the west, it makes this movement towards the south as well. So any trek that is facing the east, south or west sees a lot more sunlight than any trek facing the north. You'll see this as a classic example at Coldgaon, which is a very cold village. Our teams call it Coldgaon actually, because from this side, which is northern facing, you are seeing the opposite side of the valley. There's a southern facing slope there, and there is another village which is basking in the sunlight while you are freezing in the cold. So the direction of the slope on which you are standing makes a huge difference to the amount of sunlight that you get. So the lower the sunlight, the lower the temperature, the slower the snow melts. And this is what you see happening at Kedarkantha and Kuari Pass, which is why it's so many pictures of very, very snowy trails from both these treks. So if you want a very cold, snowy experience, these are the 2 treks to do. Having said that, if you want a more well-balanced trek with beautiful sunlight and still snow, because you're trekking the Himalayas after all, then you can choose any of our other winter treks like Brahmatal, Deoriatal or Dayara Bugyal. But that's something very interesting that we learned about how snow is affected by so many other factors, and I hope it helps you plan your winter trek well.